What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today is May 23rd of 2023. In today's video, I want to quickly chat about today's news regarding Ron DeSantis, who will be announcing his bid for the Republican nomination in the 2024 election. DeSantis has chosen the platform of Twitter to make this announcement, as he will be featured in an event with Twitter CEO Elon Musk. One of my favorite quotes of all time, and one that's perhaps most pertinent to this channel, comes from musician Frank Zappa, who once stated that politics is the entertainment division of the military-industrial complex. And this couldn't be more true today. What a lot of people don't understand, however, is that this entertainment is scripted using several languages of numerology, the one of which I focus on this channel being Gematria. And on the screen here, you see the most simple Gematria cipher, where each letter is numbered 1 through 26 relative to its position in the alphabet. One of my favorite ciphers in this study that I teach from time to time is called Satanic Gematria. And this is a cipher that's built specially around the number 666. 666 is the 36th triangular number, which is where this cipher begins. It ends on 61, which has a prime number connection to 666. We'll talk more about prime numbers in a second. Using this method of gematria, the phrase Satanic Gematria even sums to 666. This brings us to the story today, May 23rd, which here in the United States is written as 5/23. In this Satanic Gematria method, the name Ron DeSantis sums to 523, and it's today, May 23rd, when he'll be announcing his candidacy. In order to get in the front of the Republican ticket, he'll have to pass former President Donald Trump. Using this same method of gematria, the name Donald Trump sums to 523. In 2017, which was Donald Trump's first year of his presidency, he visited the nation of Israel and was still there on May 23rd. A little bit later, I'll be talking about how this story appears to be connected to the nation of Israel as well. Using a cipher called prime numbers. Here we take the standard alphabetic order, but instead use the associated primes, which are only divisible by 1 and itself. DeSantis will be speaking with Elon Musk tonight. Elon's full name, Elon Reeve Musk, also sums to 523, just like today's date. Internationally, today's date would be written as 23/5, or 235, like the name Ronald. That cipher is called Standard Gematria. This method is a classic denary cipher, which mirrors the ancient Hebrew and Greek charts. Also in Standard Gematria, the nation of Israel equals 235, like today's 23rd of May date. And here we are in the year 2023. Ronald DeSantis sums to 223 in reverse. But not only does the name Ronald rhyme with Donald, his Republican opponent, but notice how these two men also have matching gematria in 3 of the 4 base ciphers. This is what we call a supermatch. The names Ron DeSantis and Donald Trump numerically similar. The base 4 methods, we start in ordinal. These ciphers can be either reversed or reduced using the basic rules of numerology to achieve new but related numbers. So let's talk more about why the governor of Florida is using Twitter to make this announcement. In the reverse alphabetic order, the state of Florida equals 124. A fun little Gematria fact is that there's a rapper from Florida named Flo Rida. And when you take his full name, this also sums to 124. This is a number that's highly significant to Elon Musk. Elon Musk was born on June 28th of 1971. This gives him primary birth numerology of 124. In what I consider to be the most significant extended method of Gematria, we talked earlier about standard, but really this Latin or Agrippa's key cipher, which used to be called Jewish Gematria on the site. This always seems to be one of the most significant ones. Notice how the name Elon Reeve Musk gives us a 1240 in this method, with the 0 ignored, as it customarily is in numerology. This represents 124. In standard Gematria, Twitter sums to 1204. And in the reverse method, twitter.com gives us another 124. Also consider how today's date, May 23rd, has matching Gematria with Ron DeSantis' full name, 608. Also 74 in reduction, which also lines up with Twitter. So strong numerical alignments connecting DeSantis to the major social media company that's now owned by Elon Musk. But the deeper you dig, the more you'll find. And what I first want to point out is how today's date falls exactly 228 weeks after Ron DeSantis first became the governor of Florida and began his road as a Republican hero during the pandemic. Using the alphabetic order, United States of America sums to 228. And the United States elects its next president a span of 533 days from today. In standard Gematria, the word president equals 533. Next, let's take a look at the number 47, which is almost always highly significant in stories about presidents. First, notice how the name Ron equals 47 in the standard alphabetic order. Well, if Ron DeSantis happens to win and become the next president, he'll be the 47th president in the history of the United States. Today's announcement of his candidacy is being made with Elon Musk, who happens to be exactly 47 weeks after his birthday today. In reverse reduction, Elon's company, Twitter, sums to 47. Now, remember how the last president, Donald Trump, was often known as the Twitter president. Well, Trump has double Gematria of 47 using both reverse and Latin. The word president equals 47 in reduction. The president lives in the White House, which is 47 reverse, and is the head of the executive branch of the government, which is 47. Furthermore, both Republican and Democrat, which people often say are just two sides of the same coin. Notice how those both sum to 47. Now, the number 47 is what we call a prime number. We talked about these earlier. You'll see these are highlighted on my calculator because prime number connections are very, very significant to the people who are scripting our news for us. You'll see that 47 is the 15th prime number. Today's announcement was made on a date with 15 numerology. 5 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 3. The number 15, when spelled out, is a supermatch with the state of Florida. But look how old Ron DeSantis was when Twitter was founded. Twitter was founded back in 2006 on March 21st. And Ron DeSantis was 10,050 days old. So he already has these strong 47 connections, but pair it up with the 15, the prime number, and it gets even stronger. On top of this, consider how Twitter equals 115. in the alphabetic order. Election day next year falls on November 5th, or 11/5. And measuring from today's date to Ron DeSantis' next birthday on September 14th gives us a span of 115 days. Making his announcement on Twitter, how perfect. Now, if we instead measure from Elon Musk's birthday, June 28th, we get a span of 330 days, and the name Musk has this 330 value in Latin. In fact, today is also exactly 33 weeks before January 8th, which is once again the date that DeSantis became the governor. Today is also 303 days before Twitter's anniversary. And 33 is an interesting number to Twitter. Notice how they were founded exactly 3 weeks into the third month of the year, 33. Now, a number that we've been talking a lot about this year is 223. Of course, we're in the year 2023, but one reason this number really stands out is because Yale University, which is home to the Skull and Bones Secret Society, turns 322 years old later this year. 322 is the number that appears on Skull and Bones' emblem. And the logo is a skull and crossbones, which sums to 223 in ordinal. Well, check out how old Ron DeSantis is today. Not only is he 16,322 days old, giving us the 322 from the Skull and Bones, but if you instead measure to his next birthday, we find that today is 3 months and 22 days before his next birthday. I'm not sure how related this is, but the rapper named Flo Rida, his name also has this 322 value. And we see this a lot in celebrities that are littered all over our media. Interesting that Flo Rida was born just 2 days after DeSantis' first birthday. Some more fun with Gematria here is that Ronald DeSantis' full name has what I call double Gematria of 827, using both the standard and satanic methods. This matches the square value of Florida, 827. But let's take a closer look at his middle name, Dion. I think this is interesting. Dion is just one letter off of Zion. And this connects us back to Israel with what I was saying before. Israel summing to 235 in standard. The 23rd of May, the date that Donald Trump was in Israel, the first president to visit the Western Wall back in 2017. When you write out the date as it's written, May 23rd, you also get Gematria of 205. And in Latin Gematria, Israel sums to 205. Finally, Israel also sums to 64 and 44, and also 28, which makes it interesting that he's pairing up with Musk to make this announcement. The name Musk, 64 and 44. Also, DeSantis, the 46th governor of Florida. The name Musk, 460. And with the S exception, DeSantis, also 46. All right, guys, that'll do it for this video. Thanks for tuning in. Peace, love, God bless, and we'll talk to y'all next time. See ya.